Hey Flowers! I recently released a video called the Mummy Stitch, and it essentially involves kind of wrapping your strings to make your keychain look like it is wrapped in like mummy wrap. Now I wanted to show you how to do the twisty version of that because you get kind of an interesting effect, which is a little bit different from the straight version. This is what the Mummy Stitch looks like in a 2-strand lanyard. You can see it's just the standard twisty stitch, but it has kind of this alternating stripe pattern as you go along the body. So every 2 stitches, the color switches, but I want to show you how to make them. So you're going to be needing 2 colors of craft lace, Rex lace, or Gimp, whatever you may know it as. For this tutorial today, I'm going to be showing you how to do it with tan and brown. So those are these 2 colors here. And you're going to want to cut your 2 side strings to be about 30 inches long, and then you'll want your main string to be about double that. So we'll go with about 55 to 60 inches for that strand.
Now, before we get into it, just wanted to say thank you for being here in 2026. This is the first tutorial I'm posting for the new year. So hello, thank you for being here. If you make this lanyard and you want to send me a picture, you can always hit me up on Instagram or TikTok. I love seeing what you guys make and create. So for this lanyard, I am starting by folding all of these strands in half so that they are even. And for the main string, which is tan, I have to even that one out by itself. So I'm just finding both of its ends and pulling those ends until it's tight in my fingers. Then I am going to arrange the strings like so that I have the main string passing behind the 2 side strings, and then those 2 side strings are laying on top of that main strand like this. Then you'll notice that main string, which is behind, that one is going up and down. So I'm going to start with the strand which is kind of going upwards, and I'm going to fold it down over my thumb, and then for that bottom strand I'm folding that up into the top right. Then I'm going to begin with the string on the right, and I'm going to pass this brown strand over the first loop on the right and then under the loop on the left. Then I'll find the opposite end of that brown strand and I'll do the opposite. I'm going to go over the left loop and underneath the right. And then it's the same pattern for the next row of strings, which is the tan. So for this tan string on the right, we'll cross over the loop closest to it and under the loop which is farther away. And then for this tan string, which is over here on the left, this one's crossing over the left and under the right. Now from here, I want to hold all of the strings in my hands. So I use my pointer finger and my thumbs to hold the main strings, and then I kind of use the rest of my fingers to hold the side strings. And I just want to alternate pulling them tightly and very gently, so that way the lanyard is started. Okay, the next step is to do a twisty stitch. So for that, I'm bringing the topmost string diagonally across the face of the lanyard to this space down here on the left. So I'm not coming here, I'm not going straight across. I am going to the left, diagonally and kind of down to the left over here. And for this string that was on the bottom, this one's folding up into the top right. So this one is crossing also diagonally, which means that now, because of how I have arranged my 2 loops, all of my side strings are also going to be crossing diagonally, but that pattern of over the first strand underneath the second is going to repeat. So that's exactly what I did with the dark brown strand on the right here. I started with that one, crossing over the loop closest to it and underneath the loop, which is further away. And now I'm going to move on and grab the buddy, which is across the way, which is this brown strand here, and we'll do the same thing over the loop closest and underneath the loop, which is over here, and pull that completely through. Then we'll move on to the next row of strings, which is the tan, and we'll do the same thing. So starting with the right, over the loop on the right, underneath the left, and then reaching for the string over here on the left. This one crosses over the left loop and underneath the right loop. Next, we can pull this almost nearly tight. We want to leave a little bit of slack in there so that way we can do that mummy stitch variation. So to do that, we are going to take the bottom string here and then this dark brown string here. So the strings which are closest to the main strands, if that's how you want to think about it. But these strands are going to pass underneath. So you'll see this tan string is crossing behind and underneath that brown. And then we're going to insert it right here. And what we're doing is we're switching the places of these two strings. And you can just, fix any kinks that the string might have. But you'll see that now I have two strings there. So I'm going to need to bring this brown string back behind it as well. So this dark brown string is going to pass behind its friend on the left here. And then we're going to feed it into this position down here where our other tan string originally was. So we're switching their spots, and then now I can pull this all tightly together. But there is what it looks like, just so you can double check and make sure that you have about the same thing with your strands before you pull it tightly. But that's kind of what we're going for. So for every stitch, we're going to do that same thing, that same process of do the diagonal stitch. Don't pull it tight, leave it a little bit loose, and then switch your two outermost strands. So we'll do another one. But really quickly, I did want to show you kind of on the side here. You're starting to see that mummy stitch effect take place, but really it's going to stand out the most once you've done a couple more stitches. So let's do a few more. Okay, we'll go through one more example. So again, we're going to give this a nice pull so it's all tight. Then we'll start with this top string, bring it down to the bottom left, this bottom string up to the top right. Weave all of our side strings over and under, starting from the top right, then alternating to the left, over under, then back to the left, the right, over under, and then back to the left. And from here, we're going to pull it just till it's nearly tight. We want to leave a little bit of slack. And then we'll do that mummy variation. So for this dark brown string here, we're going to bring it behind and then tuck it into this position. And then we'll switch the place of the other one. So bring this one back behind and then through into that guy's spot right here. So just switching the places of those two strings by passing behind these side strands. Alright, and after a few more minutes, here is what it's looking like. And I only have a couple more inches left of slack in the strings, so I'm just going to go ahead and tie a knot to finish it all off. But if you'd like, you can certainly use the finishing knot to finish it. I'll post a link down below if you're interested in that tutorial. But just to make this simple, we're going to split the strings into 2 groups and just tie a standard knot. So wrapping one string around my finger, wrap the other one over, and then tuck them through that kind of loop and pull these strings through. And then we'll do that one more time just to really make sure these strings are secure. But yeah, that is all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this mummy stitch tutorial. Keep blooming, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks and bye.